Hi, this is Didi Wills. Thank you so much for stopping by. We're going to be checking out a video of an American woman that traveled to a country in Africa, and she was very dissatisfied with her, experience in the country, and she's ready to go back because of all the things that she's going through, and all her frustrations and everything she was mentioning are very, very valid. I'm going to let you check out this video.
But y'all, I'd rather go back to America and deal with the racism in America before I sit here in Africa and deal with the bullshit bribery, the bullshit fraud, the bullshit scams, the bullshit too expensive, the bullshit not having no snacks, the bullshit not having no food, the bullshit electricity, the bullshit hot water, the bullshit what's that shit called that be coming down? The bullshit animals. It's scorpions outside the house. It's big spiders. It's big lizards. Colorful lizards you ain't never seen before. All in the fucking room with you, sleeping with you. All the bullshit people trying to scam you when you go outside thinking you rich. So they trying to get more money off of you. I'm really trying to wrap my head around this shit. I'm really trying to wrap my head around how are Americans coming to Africa and being happy. Please comment down below. Because for me, I'm ready to go. And I always used to say, if it's up to me, it will be. And I'm going to go out to Africa and make shit happen. No, I don't want to. I want to take my businesses back to America. I want to open up shop back in America, open up my dentist office, and all the stuff that I was going to do out here in America. Steady electricity. And the only time our electricity get cut off is when we don't pay the bill. And we got it so good now, we got prepaid electricity. So if we forget to pay the bill, we put some money on that prepaid thing and it comes right back on in 2 minutes. In less than 2 minutes. This shit right here didn't come on for 14 hours yesterday. I can't deal. I love the people. Don't get me wrong. When I'm outside, I'm having fun. I love the people. But when I come back to reality, when you come back home, home is where the heart is, right? When you come back home, you're supposed to feel comfortable. You're supposed to be happy. I'm not happy. To live in a house where you look outside and all you see is turkeys and ducks and chickens and sheeps and old malnourished cows.
Before you go to a country and decide to actually live there, okay, permanently, this people actually say this all the time, but do your research and find out if you want to actually be in that country. And the one thing that I always recommend is you travel to that country and go and sit down, experience staying there for about a week or two, or if you do have time and have the capability of doing that, since you want to move to the country or like fully you're leaving, you're moving away from your home country, I would say you should spend maybe a month or 4 weeks, or 3 weeks, like something, any little amount of time you have, go and sit and actually see if this is something you would be able to cope with. Definitely do that, because a lot of the times when you see videos online, you see a bunch of videos that will show you like the beauty of a place advertised to you, like all these influencers and stuff. They'll show you all the beautiful part of it, and you might be like, oh, you know what, I think I want to go to that country, but you know what, I think it's also good for you to actually check out videos and go see for yourself some of the things that could be the negatives and that you might not like and you would not enjoy, because they definitely will always be that thing in every place that you go to. Things are not going to be perfect. They are not going to be the same way in another country. When you're moving to places, and like she mentioned, like she stays, places like that, don't expect things or the standard of living or everything to totally be the same as America.
So I scrolled past a post from a Black American woman who I guess left the United States to go live in West Africa. She didn't say what country, but I'm assuming it's Ghana. And she was like making all of these complaints about how the electricity is not consistent, and there's no snacks, and there's a lot of things that she was accustomed to like having in the United States that they just don't have over there. She doesn't have those conveniences anymore. And she's like, I just want to come home. I hate living here. I hate living in Africa. And in my mind, I'm just thinking, like, anytime you uproot and you leave your home country, you need to know what you're getting yourself into, okay? I have been to Ghana, okay? Been in West Africa, been to Ghana, been to Accra, went to Cape Coast, and beautiful country, beautiful culture, beautiful people, somewhere that I don't mind, going on a vacation for 7 to 10 days, but that's it. It is not somewhere that I would live. And the reason why is because, like she's saying, there's certain things that we're accustomed to over here that that is not consistent over there. Like, even at the hotel, like the water kept going out, the hot water is not consistent, the air conditioning wasn't consistent. Like just the stuff that we consider as basic is kind of like luxury in certain countries. And I know people, especially with this whole debacle between South African and Black Americans, they always talk about the police brutality over here in the United States, but and which is not even as big of a deal like as they probably think it is. But when I was in Ghana, when we drove from Cape Coast back to Accra, when I tell you there was a checkpoint like every 2 miles, it took us like an extra hour to get back to the hotel because we kept getting pulled over at checkpoints for bribes. Like the police literally have a checkpoint and you have to pay them a bribe in order for them to let you go. Now, thankfully, I was with locals and they knew how to navigate all of that. But I could not imagine living through that, like living through that type of corruption. They will take you for every freaking thing that you have. It's like the police out there, and I'm assuming it's like that in other countries in Africa too. If they got that problem in Ghana, it's probably like that in some other countries too. Like they like those police over there, they like make their living from basically threatening people into giving them a bribe. Like that type of corruption is out of control. I just never really understood how people do it. Like, you got to really be prepared to let go of your comforts and your conveniences. If you gonna leave the United States and go to anywhere in Africa, like any country, you got to be really prepared for that shit. And I don't be seeing how people do it.
I'm going to be talking about a little bit about the scam and some of the things that she's saying, how things are just frustrating and not easy. Definitely, I think that is really bad, and that's something that actually going to other countries and moving away from my home country, Nigeria, actually going and experiencing other people's like country and stuff and how things work out there. I'm like, damn, like these are things that we could actually change in our home country to actually like we wonder why we don't have a lot of tourism. Like these are the reasons why. Because why can't you just be normal? I'm actually very okay with criticizing a place and saying the bad thing that it does have. Like the one thing that I do not like about Nigerian airports is after leaving Nigeria and visiting some different countries, I realized that I was like, oh my god, like so airports could actually be so smooth. Like you can just pass through an airport smoothly without too much hassle. Sincerely speaking, I don't really like airports like that. But Nigerian airport specifically is really, really tough and different from other places, like generally. And it's like I dread going through the airport. Like example of things is someone trying to like drag your bags, like as soon as you come, they're about to like grab your suitcase and do stuff. Like they're trying to take it with them to the car and stuff like that, and forcefully do that in a situation. I understand situations where someone need help and someone to assist them, that's actually very valid. When you do want it, like it's fine. It's okay for someone to ask you if like can I do this for you, but like forcefully doing it, I feel like that's just too much pressure on someone. And especially for people who are also like with the whole begging and scam, I feel like people in some African countries who literally have this they don't have the consideration for foreigners that are coming into the country. Someone is traveling to a different country, they're actually just trying to go and relax. Sometimes they just want to like take a vacation and just relax. They do not want to be bothered by some people. I understand we all individually have our own problem. Maybe you feel like you're broke and you just want to ask someone for help or something like that. But like sometimes some people just want to relax, and putting pressure on them and bothering them, like all those, there's some behaviors like that in some places where some might just be dishonest with you and try to scam you out of money. I feel like those things are actually very terrible to experience when you are a foreigner. It is absolutely, even for someone who is a local, that's very terrible. It's a very terrible experience. When you complain about some of these things to the people, they'll literally tell you, oh my god, but it's our government. Our government is bad. But I feel like sometimes some changes could actually start with ourselves, like individually. Because when I go to the airport and experience some certain things, or when I sit in a country and actually get scammed by someone, it is not the government that scammed me. You literally did it. Like you did it. And that's the one that frustrates me the most. Like experiencing this, I'm not even trying to deep dive into it, but like you are the one who scammed me out of money. You're the one who was dishonest to me. I am actually seeing you. I'm not seeing the government right now. This is not something that has to do with any government treatment. You're the one who's doing it. So it's really frustrating and not something that is a good experience for someone. and begging and harassing somebody that just came from another country and they're just trying to enjoy the place, and you're bothering them with your own financial problems and stuff like that without knowing what they're going through, it's very inconsiderate and it's not good. And I feel like if you're someone who does this, please try and change your behavior because it's not good.
We are not lying. Black women are not lying when we say that moving abroad and getting out of the United States has been incredibly imperative for our healing and our joy and our safety and our overall wellness and just a better quality of life, y'all. I cannot stress this enough that moving out of the United States, booking a one-way ticket out of the United States literally healed my chronic stress, anxiety, and depression. Moving abroad has helped me heal in ways I did not know was possible for me. Being able to actually easily afford my needs, my housing, my food, my doctor's appointments, and just having money to be able to do things that bring me joy. Having the time and space to finally slow down and just remember who I am as a Black woman. Remember my creativity. Remember my light. Remember the things that used to make me happy, and finally having the space to do those things. As a Black woman living abroad, I've been finally able to heal and finally able to actually build community. I didn't think that I would actually have community where I was in the United States, honestly speaking. And a lot of Black women are actually realizing that everything that they told us about how the US is just the best place ever is a lie. It's a lie. Abroad, Black women are finally able to prioritize their peace, their joy, their healing, and their safety, and we're doing it in ways that are really just great for us. So if you are a Black woman who has been thinking about moving abroad, I don't know if that's Mexico or Thailand or Bali or South Africa or Indonesia or Ghana or any Portugal, wherever you have been thinking of moving abroad, please let this be your sign to do it. Black women are moving abroad with their families. Black women are moving abroad solo. Me and my bestie, we moved abroad together. Black women are making their ways out of the United States, and you can too. You can, and you deserve it. But trust me when I say Black women are living way better quality of lives now that they live abroad and they've moved out of the US, and that lifestyle is possible for you. If you're concerned about money, get creative. Black women are on trusted house sitters and doing house sits in exchange for free housing. Black women are teaching in the countries that they're expating to so that way they can make income. Black women are getting remote jobs and being private contractors so that way they can actually work online and live anywhere. And for myself and my best friend, we actually are our own bosses and we have our own online businesses, and that's how we're able to make money to sustain ourselves while abroad. So if you're a Black woman who wants to move abroad, there are many avenues for you to take, and trust me when I say moving abroad is going to be very beneficial to your peace, to your safety, to your healing, and to your joy. Like, you deserve to live a life that is positive and that is healing and that gives you the time and space to put yourself first, even if that means you have to start over and receive that life in a different country. So I love y'all, and yeah, if you are a Black woman who has been thinking about moving abroad and moving out of the United States, make sure you follow me and save this video and check out my and my besties pin post and just join this community, because we are building a community of Black women who are up and leaving the United States, and there are already communities like this exist, and you can be a part of it too, and you deserve to be a part of it too. I love you, God loves you, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.
For a lot of people who feel like they want to travel from where they are and go to a different place, I think it's very good for you to be seeing two perspectives and see those people are not enjoying where they went to and those people are enjoying the place. So there's definitely those who are actually very happy and contented with them moving, their decision to leave the country, and they're very excited and happy about it, while some people are not happy about it and they return. So that happens all the time. Just because someone else went to a certain country and they're happy and they're very like successful, or they literally enjoyed their decision to leave, doesn't mean that you will enjoy that same thing or you would be satisfied with that same thing or that same country. So you can check and do your research on other countries and see which country actually suits the person that you are, things that you can take, some things that you can go without, and things that you can make do it. So all those things are things that you need to consider when deciding to do this big move. And I do feel like there are so many things that could actually improve in a lot of African countries, and I really wish that they would actually change, and there'll be some changes in those things. You've made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching this video to the very end. I really appreciate you. Please don't forget to click the like button. It helps with the algorithm, and I appreciate that so much. And subscribe to the channel if you're new here and you're watching me for the very first time. Hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video, and leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.